So, Miss V, what does skincare mean to you?
To me, skincare means health care.
That's
And the
good.
reason being is because your skin is the largest organ on your body. Everything you put on there, it absorbs into your bloodstream. And so that means health care. So if you don't take care of your skin, you don't take care of what goes into your bloodstream, you're not taking care of yourself.
That's an awesome way to put it, and it's straight to the point. I would have to piggyback off of that and say the same. So skincare for me means the same thing. It means nourishing not just the inside but the outside of your body, and making sure that it is nice and shiny and not
Yes.
dry. You know, a lot of us melanated individuals struggle with dry skin. Some have eczema, and some other skin issues as well. So let's jump into this. What does your routine skincare looks like?
Basically, I wash in the morning and at night. So I do use I have two soaps that I mainly use. One is a collagen soap. It's infused with collagen. Of course, I make the soap. It's handmade, and also a charcoal soap, which is a detoxifying soap to clean the pores out. So I wash with either one of those. Depends on what's going on. I use a little bit of sugar scrub to just open up the pores. If there's any bumps, blackheads, anything like that that's protruding, I'll use my skincare, my sugar scrub to do that with. And after I'm done with that, I use a hot towel, place it over my face, and just let my pores open up and breathe in the oxygen. And then I'll use a little bit of bottle butter to close it off, and a cold towel to put on top of my face and just pat it down to close off those pores so that when I go out, the dirt does not so easily get back into my skin.
Oh, Miss V, you just educated me because I have never used a cold towel ever.
Yeah.
I always go straight for, I don't know what it is with steam. I'm a steam fanatic. And so I will steam and wash and lather my skin, but I never think about the cold. I do use cold with shampoo and conditioning my hair, because I do understand, you know, you can start off shampooing your hair with warm water, and then with the conditioner, so the conditioner can actually work properly, to rinse it out with cool water to close those pores. I never thought about that for my face though. So yeah, you just educated me on that one. And then also thank you for saying something about charcoal, because charcoal has touched the cosmetics scene, and a lot of us kind of just jumped into it like, oh, I'm just gonna try it, not knowing the benefits of that. So if you would say it again for myself, of course, and for the people, the charcoal, what it does and why it's important.
It does detoxify the body. A lot of times we breathe in metals and we don't even know that. And even medication that people take, even some vitamins, they consist of some metals. And so not only does charcoal help detoxify the skin from unwanted metals, but you can also ingest it because it's food grade, the one that I use. And you can ingest it in your tea or water, and it'll also do the same thing, clean out your body, detoxify your body on the inside. And when you mentioned hair, about washing the hair and using the cold water to, I guess, seal your conditioner in, a lot of times that's what we're told the right thing to do. But that all depends on if you have low porosity hair or high porosity. Because if you have high porosity hair, then you need to use not a cold rinse, but a warm rinse, because you want to keep the moisture in. So a lot of people don't realize that it's two different porosities for the hair.
Yeah, so I just want to explain porosity to the audience. So porosity means the strength of your hair. So if you have a strand of your hair and you pull or tug on it, if it doesn't break, you have high porosity or normal porosity. If you pull that strand and it easily pops, you have low porosity, which is the reason why I use cold on my conditioner, because I have low porosity and my hair sheds a lot. It doesn't look like it, but it does. It sheds a lot. So that's the reason why I use the cold rinse for my conditioner. Right. And of course, if you don't know what your hair type is, your texture or anything like that, you can always seek out a professional that can help you with that. Also with your hair, it depends on your diet. So with the other thing that plays into my low porosity hair is my iron levels. So if my iron levels are off, my hair is popping like really, really quickly. Yeah. But if it's on a good day and everything, then I'm good. I don't have to worry about, the shedding or anything like that. So that plays into a part as well. And so iron, vitamin D. Vitamin D also plays a part in it, which is something I just found out 3 years ago that I was at the time vitamin D deficient. So that just means I needed a little bit more sunlight than everybody else.
Yeah. Most people are.
Yeah, just finding that out. So I'm glad that you clarified the porosity. How did you get into skincare, Miss D?
Ooh, wow. I probably would have never gotten into skincare had my son not became sick, suddenly ill with the virus, the unknown virus to this day. Alex Blanks, and some of you may know him from the Ready to Love series from the OWN network. But he got sick with the virus. He was in a coma for a couple of months. He was in the bed, in a hospital bed, laying there being pumped with all different type of antibiotic medications. And he had really nice looking skin. But when this happened and they began to give him all these medications, his skin was just bumps everywhere. Bumps. Oh my God, it looked horrible. And I knew that he was on national TV and people were trying to come see him. Even the producers wanted to see how he was doing. And I thought, man, he's going to kill me if they see him like this. I got to do something. And so the nurses and doctors, they were giving me things from the hospital that we were trying to help combat the skin issues. No medication was working. None of their high profile moisturizers or nothing was working. And so I was forced to try natural and go look for something outside of what the hospital was doing, outside of medications. And that made me look up things, the ingredients on different things that you can buy in the store. They say natural, but if you look up the ingredients, you'll see that long 20-letter word may mean liquid rubber, and it's like, wait a minute, this is what I'm putting on my skin. And so that research between just other people who do holistic care and skin care and doctors and nurses and just looking at the medications they brought, looking those up, research, I found a way to combat a lot of skin problems. And so my son was the very first person to use this on, and it worked for him, and it's still working for him. Now they don't use anything else but the Vecor product line. So that's how I got into it.
So that's a tremendous story because and you said so much that I'm gonna.
I know I tried to say it really fast.
No, it's a good thing though. It's a good thing though. So one, if you are a fan of Ready to Love on our own network, Alex was one of the finalists a couple of seasons back. Unfortunately, he was hit with a unknown virus, and that virus really took a toll on him and everything. And so the things that they were, and I'm just going off of my head and what the hospital has, they probably tried to give you something that was quote unquote cocoa butter based or something like that to clear up the skin. And so as a previous cosmetology student, the one thing that they taught us, but the one thing that they require us to have is an ingredient dictionary. And so that dictionary, I used to take with me to the local hair stores, pick up certain products and look at the back. And if the first 3 ingredients had any alcohol or rubber, like you said, or anything like that, then that's solely what that product was made of. Right. And so the way that they get us is they say cocoa butter and they say shea butter and all of these things. And usually those ingredients are like way at the bottom of that list. are either in the middle, which meaning it's about that much of that piece of it in there, but they're showcasing it as something else. And so a lot of the products, it was kind of eye-opening for me, because I was like, I thought I was in love with this product, but in truth, it's been tearing my skin and my face and my hair up for so long, and not realizing that until I got that dictionary. And so if you want to educate yourself and get an ingredient dictionary, you can do so. They're available pretty much everywhere. I forgot the name of mine, but when you said that liquid rubber, that was one of the ones that really like knocked the wind out of me. I'm like, why do I want to put rubber?
Exactly.
On my skin? It goes on tires.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
And you know what? There's another thing I found out, that the ingredients on cosmetics and skincare does not have to be FDA approved. It does not have to go through them. So they can literally say that anything is in that product, and it's really not. And so it's best to go with somebody that you know exactly what they're putting into the jar, the bottle.
Right. And then a majority, just, you know, in our community, a lot of our stuff started at home, from hair care to we've been doing this for years and got away from it because it was so conveniently at the store, instead of, you know, taking the time to put it together or to pay our neighbor or the lady on the street. And so we were doing things like that. And that's pretty much how the industry is pushed by us. And what I mean by us is the African American community, because we were the ones inventing majority of the products and everything, and then our stuff got sold off or stolen. And that's what happened. So when did you realize that skincare may have been an area that you weren't doing so well in, or where you saw other people weren't doing so well in?
Well, I think once people start seeing pictures of before and after situations, especially with my son, then I started getting messages and DMs saying, hey, I have this problem, or this is what my skin looked like. And so it's kind of hard to look at a situation when you are online. And so I would have to ask them to send pictures, and you know, I would have to pray about it too. Lord, you see this? I don't know what this is. And asking, have they been to the doctor? A lot of times I had to go back, if that product did not work for them, and a lot of times it didn't, then I had to go back and do some research and say, okay, what are you putting inside your body? Your doctor said you have eczema. Are you eating eggs? Are you eating dairy products? Are you eating citrus? So I failed in the beginning asking those questions up front, because usually there's an underlying situation that's causing the skin to, you know, bump up and all of this stuff. So yeah,
I'm glad you said that, because again, when you said, you know, skincare is healthcare at the beginning, asking those questions are very, very important when it comes to doing a consultation. Because I think that's the number one thing that's wrong with us. We'll look at something, we'll compare it to somebody else, and then we'll try to do what they do. And it's not beneficial for us. And so eczema is one thing that plagues us. Again, iron, vitamin D deficiency, and a lot of that stuff does come from the things that we eat. I like ice cream, but I didn't know that it was tearing up my skin.
Right.
You know, I didn't.
They don't like you.
Right. I didn't know that eating, like, I'm a cereal fanatic, so I will eat cereal and milk at the drop of a hat. That's just my thing. But not realizing that this whole milk was really like doing the number on my skin.